19 years old. I just turned 19 yesterday. Friday, we were really confident, like the first two matches, because we had a bye first round. Second round, it was pretty easy, and third round was pretty easy too. We were just confident in those 2 rounds, and we knew our toughest match that day was against In Control, and we got smoked. I would just say we weren't prepared to the extent where they were, so they showed it. They exposed us about it. It was a match against Teddy Rex, because a lot, we seen pro players get on their side, or I seen pro players get on their side, and they were cheering them on.
They don't deserve a point, baby. They don't deserve a point.
Good kill, Jim. They're hiding in bench. They're not good. Come on.
Fucking scared, bro. Trash.
They're scared of guys.
Trash. Internet can't save you now, dog. All that hoes fucking for nothing, man. All right. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Hey, Kevin, that's what I'm fucking talking about. These are the trash. Baby. Trash. Let's go.
And then we beat them first map, and we lost second map because we did some dumb stuff. But we also clutched up that map in some rounds. We shouldn't have been that close. They should have beat us 6-3.
You're fucking ass! You better not lose fucking ass! You better not lose the fucking ass! Hey! You better not fucking lose! Let's fucking go! Let's go, man!
Zyra just house run 2. Wait, he didn't get his 8 to 5. Oh, yeah.
Watch out.
And just being able to get that win under our belt and going to the next day, because we were all pretty tired and we just needed to get that win to get through it. So just beating them, I think it lit the fire. We wanted it more and we needed it more than them, and we showed it also. Saturday, we were prepared. We were preparing mentally. For me, I just got in my zone. I just told people not to talk to me. I know it's a little weird, but I just told people not to talk to me and just listening to music, just getting ready. I think everybody else was just getting prepared, getting their mindset right. And I think we showed it. We were doing pretty good.
Certainly is that, and now we see the push coming in. Nemesis trying to get into here, but Pawn's completely shutting them down. Only 1 tick left to go, but they don't have the numbers. It's now a 3 versus 8. Nemesis look like they may have lost this one. Got TAC 5 in hand, but it won't be used.
And then the
especially when you can't win that gunfight.
Hitman, he had to jump on him, he lost it. The infamous, great Saul play all around. Archives getting the last kill. And things gonna be tied up now, 1-1. Nemesis, let's see if they can go ahead and fight through. Put this game away. Being the emotional leader for this team, he's making plays, but no team really pulling apart from each other at the moment. But with the big play, Archives able to pick up 1. But with the support plays,
it
able to
get
get
done. They're already burning through pipes. That's done. That's Nation of Power's round.
That's it. Lightning Strike ready, and that's it. You're gonna go into the next round. You have streaks, Lightning Strike, and it's gonna look rough for Nemesis now. You do not want to allow this team to be able to gain any type of traction and make this an even match. But for the first time ever in this series, Nemesis are going to be down against Nation of Power. You're facing streaks. You're facing a team that feels confident that they can win this map now. So what do you do?
And they've got a break in. Trophy system deflects that stun. Another Now they're wondering where they are. I don't see any. Oh, wait a minute. There's a war machine for Nation of Power. There's a war machine. They've got to find those trophies, though, before they do it. Found it.
Oh.
Here it comes.
Oh.
Been stunned. Doesn't want to go down at this point. Nate's coming in as well. Desperately trying to stay alive. Because he knows he needs that war machine out here. Pumping them down. Gets one. Looks for more. Let's see what underneath in pipe. Doesn't get that. Oh, that's going to kill for it in the end. More kills going in favor. Now Nemesis don't have any respawns. Coming straight in. Grab slam.
Oh.
Doesn't hit. Unfortunately, nobody there to take it. And now they have the advantage. This zone is about to tick. Nemesis has to go fully in for it. I don't think they just have the legs to make it all the way.
That's
and
it.
all down they go. And that will mean that it's all going to be about Nation of Power as they take one in this best of 5.
Able to fight back. Nemesis, they had a pretty comfortable lead right there, but Nation of Power, they showed their fight. They played the game right. You have the war machine on deck. Go ahead, you go for the trophies first, then you go on for the kill. Got about 2 to 3 kills with the war machine. Teammates came in, swept up the rest, and next thing you know, that was all she wrote. Nation of Power coming out on top, but still behind.
Nemesis, though, is not going to be a team like that. This is going to be a breakout team. Nemesis is going to be one of the squads that has already upset the #1 seeded team in our bracket, but now they are falling behind in hardpoint against Nation of Power.
Something I touched up on before we went to the break is that Nation of Power, they're actually extremely strong on hardpoint. And Nemesis, they only won because they clutched it up. They came back from way behind. Nation of Power currently in a commanding lead. It's looking slow for Nemesis right now.
They've got to be careful for this rotation here. Well, they've done so much work. The rotation will matter. They've got down into Crane. Looking for it as well. Managed to get away and get around. It's not easy for. There's also a trophy in that hill as well, so that war machine isn't going to be of any use. Also, it's not probably the best place to use it either way.
All right, lightning strike coming in. Something I was just starting to question. That's going to open things up for Nemesis. But Convex is going to run in and stop. Pons catches him from the side to pick him up for the first of his double kill. The setup from Pons is spectacular. He's been staying alive in this hill this entire time. Nation of Power, the AR play is unstoppable. Nemesis, no matter how good the SMG play is, if you can't get close enough, you're not going to get killed. So you're going to have to give credit to Archives and Co.
And right now, Nemesis is just having no luck breaking this. They're all pushing to the front. Nobody's actually trying to go through the side. He needs to try and stay alive now. Not able to do that one either. And it looks like they've already given it up.
You're knocked out of the tournament.
Now, Jimbo looking for it. This is exactly where we want to be on stairs for this one. He's got teammates coming in as well. A Nation of Power taking control once again. Every bit of Nemesis coming back is evaporating into the wind. So little for them now. They do have the benefit of having splits. Unfortunately, they did lose that benefit there. They just lost the more gunfights. They're losing so many important gunfights as well, Nemesis. Like,
it's Pawns.
Even when they end up making kills, it doesn't matter because the next big gunfight they lose.
And things are going to be even harder now that Pawns actually has streaks on his end. I mean, when you have strong AR play, it pretty much sets up the tone for the rest of the game. SMG players are not going to be able to really roam free. You know, the long lanes that are provided on this map are going to be hard to rush through, especially when Pawns is holding down great setups along the Archives. So you're going to have to give credit to the guys that are doing the dirty work.
For this next half one, I'd probably want the grab slam.
Nemesis looking pretty lethargic at the moment, but all resources on both teams going to this next hill because this is do or die for Nemesis. They're going to be the first ones in the hill. See if Hitman and Gentroy can go ahead and hold off. Zero is going to jump in, get the first kill. Convicts dies, Hitman's down. Nation of Power, their push is successful. They're going to regain control of the hill. What can Nemesis do? This is at 240 to 146. 10 seconds left to go. Jimbo, get another kill. Infamous with the grab slam. Gentroy, the shots aren't enough. This is going to be a Nation of Power. Tying things up 2-2.
It is. We're going to map 5.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes next here Sunday, but for the open bracket, much different than the main stage. Only 2 teams make it to Sunday, and now go into a game 5, Nation of Power versus Nemesis. Nemesis, how do you play when your back is against the wall? How do you play when you're not riding off of pure rocket fuel and momentum?
I tell you something, if Nemesis do win this one, I'll make sure that cameraman is ready, because that is going to be some heat.
Yeah, put that camera right on the convicts, man. That is
I actually quite like to see it from the team side, like the other team side, just to see exactly what he looks like, just that anger just kind of coming at him.
Yeah, they're like the two angles, right? You go from the other team's POV and you get to just watch Convict's dead on, or you go over Convict's shoulder.
Yes.
That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to actually see the faces of the people who are getting yelled at.
Coming in, search and destroy. So you feel like Nemesis has this?
I'm going to go with Nemesis.
Rich.
Man, I'm the host. I don't have to predict anything. I think Nemesis is going to be able to take this, though.
Okay, let's see if Nemesis is going to go ahead and finish what they started, ping up 2-0 in maps, allowing the comeback to happen. This is it. You lose, you go home.
Okay, here we go. Both teams already about to run straight into each other. Archives gets first, but not able to get out. He is going to go down. Advantage to Nemesis. This is all kicking off around this pipeline bomb site. Oh. However, it goes all of a sudden way back, and Nation of Power open it up.
You can't start games like that, especially on tie break. Search and Destroy wins championships. Search and Destroy is going to send the team home today. Convicts, yeah, he was extremely confident going into this, but when your team gets absolutely wiped that fast,
well, here's the cause of concern. Just think about this. Nation of Power will probably end up pushing out. And if they do, Convicts is going to try and make the kill, or at least kind of bottleneck them. They're going to try and put the squeeze on.
Zero found in a bad spot. Hitman is able to clean up the easy kill.
There you go, look at this. Now they're pushing out. They're trying to get a little bit of room. Hold on for it. Convicts comes around the flank. No, misses it! Mess up.
Okay.
Trying to get it, goes around the corner, trying to get that player as well. No, has to slap in a new clip. And now a 2 versus 2, but the time has run away from them. Convict's not quite able to do anything, but he's trying to get multiple kills, not able to do it. And unfortunately, will go down. Convicts, you have to ask yourself, if he had made that kill, would it have been a different round?
Not just one kill. What a heartbreaking performance. See if Nation of Power can continue building onto this lead.
Nation of Power have called this defense more or less correct, and they're getting the numbers down once again. Convicts, though, gets a kill, and Pawns gets away by the skin of his teeth. Now a 2 versus 2. We keep seeing this. Both teams able to trade really effectively. That nade is stuck. And now they're going to go down as Archives gets to himself. Just not going as well for them as they would have liked. 3-1.
There's been question, is Nemesis a momentum-based team, or do they feed off that energy? It's starting to look like so. They're coming out cold. Cold hands all around. Archives having big plays, but nobody is really stepping up for Nemesis. All those playmaking plays that we saw previously start to disappear.
Push Nemesis all the way out of the bomb side. Stun coming in, not going to do an awful lot with tack on. And now, oh my goodness, Hitman went off the map. They would have had a bigger number advantage, but not quite having it. And they go back to 2 versus 2, surely not. Now 1 versus 2, it's all on Archives, he's done it before. Has a War Machine, has a Hellstorm as well.
What are you going to do?
Call in the Hellstorm. Oh, he's putting the lightning strike. He's going to lightning strike the bomb. Damn, got it. That other player was he got both.
Yeah.
Archives has got it as well. Could have called in the Hellstorm. Either one would have done, really.
Be able to relay that intel to see what rotation Nemesis are going to wind up doing. I feel like they should definitely shift over to the B side.
Oh, Hitman has been stunned. Trying to get into it. Looks like he wants to take this one on. Not confident. Convicts, though, will get another first blood, or so second blood as they go down. He gets 2. And now they have the advantage in Nemesis, but how many times have they had it in this round so far? Infamous brings it back, gets away, and all of a sudden it's back to 3 versus 3. Surely not again for Nemesis. Surely it can't keep going wrong for them. 2 versus 2 now. Malik's back in hand, heals back up. And now a 2 versus 1. And they go down again. Nemesis, no matter what they do, no matter how far they get the advantage, they just keep blowing it.
Kill. He hasn't had a kill in about the last 4 rounds. The War Machine popped. Archives. He's going to get some hit markers. He knows where everybody is at the moment. And with a bank shot, the intel's gone through. Gentroid able to get the first kill. The bomb is going down. Nation of Power now have to play defense. Archives. Still a streak on his side.
Oh, he wasn't able to quite get that.
The 4v4 turns to a 4v3.
That's a Hellstorm incoming.
Yeah, that's it.
Looking forward as well. Gonna see that player just drills them, and that's it. Nemesis.
right, let's see the smack talk now. I want to see the other side. Move that camera, please. I want to see. Oh man, they're sitting down still. That's just the way of the road. Fist bumps all around. But ultimately, Nemesis no longer with us in the Game Fuel Open bracket. And this is why I didn't predict them to win. You know, we talk about these SND teams, and you can't just guarantee. You can't guarantee that you're going to win the searches.
Yeah.
You can't guarantee it. That's something that we've seen time and time again. A tough loss for them either way. And now we got to talk about how far we think their opponents can go. We get a decent taste of Nation of Power. Do you think that they're going to be able to keep trucking in this tournament?
After we won the control, like, we swung like all the momentum, because their team, if like one of them loses full, they all start losing full. And like, it's just, I think their attitudes are not always there when they need to be. But we did what we needed to do to come back in it, because our coach preaches composure and teamwork, and we did it.
We've started to see the matches go down between the top teams, and we've also started to see a lot of those teams that we thought could make the distance finally hit their limit, get sent home. The last team that we got to see get sent home was actually a team that made a huge upset. It was Nemesis, the 33rd spot originally. Yeah. Then they take down the first seed. Then they go up against you guys. We got the coach right now from Nation of Power. Let's talk about how that series actually did play out. What was it like for you guys going against Nemesis after knowing they had that big upset against Sweden?
Well, I mean, we played them online like a lot, and we thought, I mean, all respect to them, we thought they were jokes, and they're actually a really good team. But we choked the first series frequency going into it, and we'd been playing Arsenal the whole entire weekend. Only dropped one map in Arsenal to Cells and his team and in control. And we were up by almost 80 points and choked the frequency. And then the same thing happened in the S&D. We choked again. And I had to take one of the headsets from my players and just calm them down, like reset their minds, make it 0-0 map count, relax, win this control, we win the entire series. And that's exactly what happened. Went to game 5 in the control and frequency, but once we hit Arsenal, we've been body bagging everyone in Arsenal, so I knew that was going to happen too.
Okay, so definitely some maps that you guys still do prefer. When you look at the entire field of play, though, are there any teams that you see as a huge challenge for you right now, or are you just saying, let's run through this bracket and see what happens?
I believe there's a lot of talented teams, but I don't think there's a team that's better than us, though.
That's a pretty good mentality. That's a pretty good mentality to have here. When you got here, when you arrived here, what was the goal for the open bracket for your squad?
To win this entire event. We had no other goal. When we lost to Cells and Company, I went back and talked to my team last night, and I said, us losing 10 doesn't change anything. We're going to hit finals. We're going to take two best of 5s in a row. We're going to knock them out of the event. We're going to win the event, so losing doesn't change anything.
It's definitely, when we look at some of the teams that are here, it's not going to be an easy road at all, right? But you are in the preferred spot, right? Because we look at it right now, and you look at the bracket, this is one of the best spots that you can be in as of right now. This is initially where that first seeded team should go through. Nemesis gets the upset, so you basically beat Nemesis instead of having to beat Sweden early on. It's a pretty decent place to land.
We need to tee up, but they just came out of a loss against Nemesis, and we beat them 3-2. So I think they were expecting to play Nemesis, and they're preparing to play them. But when they saw that we were down 0-2, and then when we came back and won, I just think we caught them by surprise, and that really helped us first map, because they were frying me, but like towards like the middle to end, we started picking it up, and then we won that map. I think they just lost. I don't think they lost full, but like they just weren't prepared enough to to play us. I think they were watching Nemesis side the whole time, just waiting to play them.
That's exactly what you needed. But on board with Nation of Power and Team Swing, it's going to be a hard point. It's the very first map so far, and it seems evenly matched.
CWL now for Nation of Power. They have picked up the majority of the time here and will pick up the final 10 seconds at the Garage Hill. Moving over now towards the fences side. Team Sweden are set up looking at specialists. Not a lot really in play. Nelson does potentially have that Tempest. On the other side of things for Nation of Power, though, nothing available. Team Sween, there's potential for them to do this here. It needs to hit a Tempest shot or two, though. Threading it through and hitting nothing from Nelson. That's not what you want to see if you're a Team Sween fan. Alex and Kami doing what they can do. Kami finds 3, actually, before Infamous does take it down. Infamous finds 2. Nation of Power. They may be able to do this here, Billy.
Nation of Power doing everything absolutely right, but quicker. Getting one on Infamous, unable to get the double. Wee Man picking it up for Team Sween, but no, with the score extremely close, you have Gunfire wall banging this entire fence. Nosen trying to stay alive, sliding up. But Infamous is going to have none of it. Team Sween.
This rotation's huge because Nation of Power cannot win at fences. They can't win.
No.
They're going to be very close to a lot of specialists, though, Nation of Power. Team Sween needs to hold this perfectly.
Nation of Power only 5 ticks away from going ahead and winning the first map here on the hard point. Losers round 10.
That's 4 down now. Team Sween in a good spot here.
You have time for one good push. This is it, TAC 5.
TAC 5 is in for Team Sween as well, so the defensive side of things will be good. Kami does find one in Infamous. But look at what's coming up for Nation of Power. Nearly everything, and here they go. They're going to start flooding on in. There's the Tempest. It finds one. Can it find much else? Nation of Power break on through. Quicker than you comes behind. It might not be enough. It's still contested. Archives takes down Kami.
Both teams fighting the hill momentarily. Nation of Power only 5 points away, but grab slam gets denied. But the War Machine is in play, and that's going to be it. Nation of Power picking up the first map against Team Sween. You heard the coach, he was confident. He says they're gonna win. They're not that good at respawn game types. And they're starting things off with a bang. Going up 1-0 against the #1 seeded team here in losers round 10. The Nemesis currently down against Nation of Power, losing to teams that we didn't expect to hand the #1 seed a loss. And Wee Man going down, that's gonna mean that Team Sween, they're currently down 3-4. The bomb was planted at A, so let's see how good Team Sween's defense is. We've seen Alex going off, but...
And the problem is here, though, they've really let them take over the bomb site here. Have Team Sween. They've let Nation of Power move on in. Nelson now needs to find this kill if he can, and does so. Is he able to get out just about in time? Zyro, though, looking for it as well. Now he finds them with the strife, but they eventually take everybody down. Kami traded away with Jimbo, but that is now going to be 2-1 to Nation of Power here in the losers bracket. Of course, the loser goes home.
Nelson scoped in. It's going to be nobody there. He doesn't know it yet, but you saw the outline on the bottom left side of your screen. The Wee Man holding on to this lane. He's going to run into an enemy, and
tagged up big time as well, and Wee Man's really working on some streaks as well, so if he can try and stay alive, and if Sween win this round, they'll be in a good spot. Nelson now looking for a pick, and that's what they need to find if they want to do anything here. They're actually going to get one on the other side of the map, so that might influence them to rotate. Here we go. They start moving things around. If Kami can find this kill, that would be massive. Can Alex trade it? He's not quite there. Pawns is going to find Nelson as well. Archives making big plays in and around A. Finds 2 kills. And it's now up to Wee Man in a 1 versus 3. He wants to try and stay alive, though. 300 points off his score streak. So if he can stay alive here, it's a small win for Team Sween.
Nation of Power, 2v1. And there you have it. Going towards the A site, the intel's been received. They know where they're at. Kami's gonna be the first to die.
Zyro is frying right now. He's just not missing bullets. He's not.
Okay. All right, Zyro.
I mean, of course.
Hey,
of course.
No,
Why wouldn't that happen?
Because no one else was gonna kill him, so he had to kill himself.
I mean, that's literally my fault.
No one was gonna kill him, so he was like,
literally my fault. He just died.
After that double kill, he was like, I quit. I'm too good. Jump off the map.
Literally my fault.
You cursed him. You cursed him. But they don't. Oh, they might.
This is a 1v3, by the way.
No,
Holy hell. Sorry, I was too busy laughing. Alex now in a 1v3 makes it a 1v1.
And if anyone wants to do it, it's going to be Alex. He's proved to be a successful X Factor for Team Sween all tournament long. But with 20 seconds left on the clock, he's have to face off against Jimbo.
This will be 2 big clutches in a row for one member of Team Sween.
If Alex can do this.
And he does actually have his War Machine if he chooses to use it.
The bomb has been picked out.
Oh.
Go ahead and plant it, big fella. He's far away from you.
He's got time to plant it here. I do not believe Jimbo has got time to make it over.
No.
And he won't. No, he's checking that B saying now he's going to know. Alex,
planted in high.
he can get in a power position here, but he doesn't know which way Jimbo's come from. This would be a 1 versus 3 for Alex.
Alex has done it before. Can he do it again? Both players set to meet. Take a look at the bomb, but that's 2 seconds too early.
Some of the timing that they've been getting. Is he going to go over the top of Alex?
Oh no,
Did he
he's
see
on
the
shadow! No!
Oh!
Jimbo!
Shut the window!
No! He jumps over Alex! Alex turns around, but unable to get the kill. Big 1v1 for Nation of Power. Jimbo gets the clutch, defuse the explosive, and Nation of Power once more takes the lead. But Alex...
Just to update you guys in the chat while we're on here. FC Black are up 5-0 in the Search and Destroy on map number 5.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we haven't went, because they've been wiping the floor with them, and this is just a closer game. I'm sorry, guys, I know it's a map number 5, but this is a super close game. Nation of Power, though, about to go 5-3 up, you feel, and they will do.
Chat, we will continue to give you updates, but
Gravity does have that TAC 5 if he does want to invest it. Does have Phantoms for company as well. Look at the other side of things, Team Sween trying to get things going, but let's see, stay with the FC Black game, popping the TAC 5.
Here it goes.
That is bold. If anything, it's only a 2 versus 2, but they want the advantage. They have rotated around towards B Cyclone, so FC Black gonna have to trek across the map.
Here in the open bracket, we give you what you need, the best of both worlds. But FC Black tied 2-2. 1 round away from taking this. But on board with Gravity. Oh, if he looks to his right, oh.
That bomb's down though, and it's a hard one to defuse when they are here. Gravity.
He doesn't want to OE.
But Gravity needs to push forward. He needs to push forward here. The bomb is down. He needs to get some kills to stop them trying to stop this defuse. Gravity finds one. Zap does get taken down. Phantoms is putting bullets in. Does he read it though? Oh, it's absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect from Phantoms. He ducks behind the car, makes Zap think that he's went back for the bomb. The defuse comes in 6-0. FC Black will meet Mind Freak in the winners finals.
That game is going to be amazing. If it's not on stream, I'm a riot.
No, it is okay. The winners final will definitely be on stream.
Listen, man, it's been a lot of casting. My brain is kind of fried, but
Nation of Power won their game. They're now 2-0 up against Team Sween.
Best fans know.
Reverse Sween is what I like to call it.
The reverse Sween, I love it.
To get back into this game and advance into the losers' quarters. We're on losers round 10 now. Plenty of games to go.
I am personally a fan of the underdog. And the fact that Nation of Power are having such a strong showing against a powerhouse team like Team Sween, you have to love it. You don't have a choice but to love it. But on board with Pawns. Able to take out Noah with a nice headshot.
That's a great shot. They're going to get B pretty much straight away. Fantastic stuff from them, but what a Team Sween doing. But when you do that, you need to make sure you get the kills. They are trading them out. It works in Nation of Power's favor. They push through. They get a hold of the point now. Now Team Sween have to battle back, and they have to get it back themselves.
With the nade, taking out Nozen. Archives, definitely a nade. You should remember from this event, as him and Pawns able to take out 3 players between the both of them.
There we go, capture erun Zone A. Nation of Power 1-0 up in the control now.
That was effortless. You're gonna have to make sure the spawn traps are there and you cut off rotations, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But Infamous and Archive starting things off with a double kill. Infamous picking up a 3rd.
Infamous having a great game here, 7-4, 3 streak. Nation of Power, they just have the momentum behind them now. Team Sween, they seem defeated already. They need to flick the switch in their brain, get back into the mode where they know what sort of team they were.
This isn't fair. Nation of Power, this is why we do this open bracket, because we bring teams to you such as Nation of Power. You set them up against some of the top teams out there that's now on the pro level, and you really see who the best are out there. But Team Sween currently struggling, 17-25.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them at all. The last Europeans in this tournament, if I'm correct. I do believe so.
I believe so.
Yep, not a great tournament for Europe by any means at all.
You don't have an answer for that.
19-5 here. They really have been completely outslayed. I think the only saving grace for Team Sweden here is the fact that nobody on Nation of Power is somehow none of them have picked up streaks. Considering you look at it, 17-3, they have outslayed them.
They don't.
Heavy.
They don't need them, Ton.
They don't need them,
They're
but
too
it's
good.
But it's good for Team Sweden that they don't have them, because then the next round just becomes so much more difficult. But Nation of Power right now do not look stoppable.
This is a beatdown. Tag 5 use. Nation of Power looking to dominate this initial fight. Infamous first one in there. And using the grab slam, missing the triple kill, but picking up one. That's going to be enough. He's going to open things up for Nation of Power. Team Sweden, how are you going to answer?
And the thing is, for Team Sweden as well, yes, okay, we said that they don't have to worry about streaks, but something they do need to worry about is the fact that they are nowhere near winning the Specialist race right now. The Specialist race is well and truly being won by the Usain Bolt of the Nation of Power right now. They are running away with this. Against good opposition as well. They're going to get a hold of B, moving over to A, but Team Sweden are getting run over here. They are really getting run over by Nation of Power.
Good opposition. This is great opposition. Put this on your resume. Hey, we 3-0 Team Sweden. Not a lot of teams can say that, but Nation of Power getting ready to do so. Up 16-11. The zone is currently being captured. Cyril. He's going to go down to Cammy. Infamous unable to answer back, and let's see if Team Sweden has what it takes. Very unlikely, but you know.
You just wonder if Team Sweden have run out of steam.
They've run out of steam. They've given up on themselves.
Look, I mean, they've been in losers for a long time now. I think this is their 5th or 6th game in losers.
Fatigue is a real thing.
And fatigue can really come in.
Do that to the other team.
Oh,
out of energy,
Full has
out
been
of
lost.
lives, and out of tournament play. If they lose these last 2 lives, Team Sweden.
Full must have been lost. That is just not what you want to see. Cammy in a 1 versus 4, and Nation of Power 3-0 against Team Sweden. And questions have to be asked of the UK national circuit winners. That is a game you would fully expect them to win. You feel as if they maybe run out of steam in the losers bracket. Plays like what Quicker did, you know, the grab slam comes in, they have issues with travel, maybe that's potentially have affected them. That's just one of the moments where you just don't press it.
But let's flip it to the other end of the table. Nation of Power now in the conversation, beating Team Sweden, guaranteeing. Are they in play? Yeah, they're in the money. Are they? Oh, we're gonna have to check.
Let's not throw ourselves.
Okay. I got a little bit excited. Everyone's in the money.
We're in the
right.
money.
There you go. Top 16. They're doing it up hugs all around, but you're gonna have to give it up to this team.
Just to be able to win that map, well, in general, because we would have got knocked out if we didn't win it, but winning, like, I think Pro Se controls the swing mode, right? And yeah, it really is, because it gives us momentum, and we turn it up to a different notch, like the 4th map, and then we bring it up another notch, 5th map, because we never, on the 5th map, we always smoke the last team. On 4th map, we always win by like 100 points. We didn't do that against Robbie and them, but we won by like 60.
Forgot he needs to defuse the bomb. There was only 10 seconds left. Had to run there as well, but into a different game now. It's the first map between Aspire and Nation of Power.
So I do think as we close the book
down, but the streaks get called in. That's why Robbie pushes forward. Works out on the end. Aspire still can't win it here in Courtyard. They've got control. Nation of Power coming through Church. What can they do? Zyril finds one. Archives cuts him down, though. Aspire should be able to take map number 1 here.
Yeah, it looked like it is all over. Only one player can possibly even get into it, and he can't manage it as he has to run through a door with many people shooting at him. And that means it's pretty much good night.
And that is going to be exactly what it is. Good night as we start to look at the field of play right now. So many teams that...
And that means they will end up taking this 2-1 in that series.
Well played by them. Now we're going to be taking a look here at some of our other games that are going down. We got Nation of Power against Aspire. Aspire, I think, is one of those squads that, you know, you just look at the names, the pedigree of this team, and it's pretty phenomenal that a team like this has come together. But Nation of Power has just kept on proving to us that this is a serious team. We got to talk to their coach for a little bit. They definitely have the right mentality. He was a very knowledgeable guy, but let's see if they can execute.
Right. Well, it's 3 versus 3 in this Search and Destroy. And it down, trying to get this trade in. I love the fact that you get the trades for your teammates. It's exactly what you need to do. Bring this back to as an even fight as you can. Or trying to get that one, the Sorg not quite up to the job. And now you got to ask yourself, what exactly is going through the minds of Aspire? Do they continue to push this? They do, and Johnny gets the kill. And now Archives needs to figure out his game plan.
About it, but they will be expecting it. This first kill super important. Struggling to make that now. They close in.
Run. Not able to get it, and that means Robbie B will finish it off. That is a point in favor of Aspire now. I'm going to point out as I just kind of glance behind us there, the Game Fuel Passion Pit is very, very quiet now.
Yeah, not many games to go, Brycey. Everyone seems to... I mean, that was the great thing that we talked about at the beginning of the event. You know, you get knocked out at whatever stage, you've still got so much more to do. Optic playing on the main stage right now, going up against Gen G. It's
losing.
Yeah, they are losing. 1-0 down, and that's to go out, by the way.
Isn't that top 16?
No, it would be top 12.
Okay. Still not good.
No, still not good. Going up against a team like Gen G as well, it's a really, really hard game for Optic. They are 1-0 down, losing the hard point. You got to feel you favour Gen G in the rest of that one now, but it's now a 1 versus 3 for Robbie to try and pull off. Archives gets the kill, Nation of Power. Bring it within 1. Well set up from Nation of Power towards A, but here comes the streak from Robbie. That's going to get called in. It's going to allow him to push forward, but before Jimbo goes to the grave, he sends his grenade out, and that might be enough to just put Aspire off pushing here. This is a big round. If Aspire go 5-3 up, you definitely fancy them. If they can tie it up here, Nation of Power, it's anyone's game. Turn up is going to get a kill on 1 versus 2 now for Fastballer. Finds 1.
Thinking he knows where this player was, at the very least. Now, as he looks for it.
The timing.
28 seconds left. Jonas he's going to see if Fastballer's in trouble, though. He has been injured, trying to heal up, going for the reach out, dipping, dodging, diving, throwing the snap, not quite able to, and he drops there. So Fastballer now has to pretty much go for this plant, and he may actually just get taken down. Time is going to defeat him here. He knows, he challenges, he gets it, it's all good.
You know what, Fastballer did so well, actually stay alive as long as he did, dipping and ducking in between.
Have map control, they're in full control of drop there, you can see on your minimap. They're actually backing off of B. Probably the reason why. Unfortunately, Fastballer is going to go down. Robbie B manages to get back, gets that trade coming through. Now they're all pushing into mid. He's going to go down. Jimbo gets him and gets Robbie B. But it's now back to a 3 versus 3. These trades just coming all across the map.
Attack 5 is going to be popped. 3 versus 3. Definitely helping Nation of Power out. But the question is, does Turn Up pop his? I think once they see that they have it, we may well see it used.
I actually disagree. I think you'll wait till next round.
Do you think
full
just save
5 man? Oh no, he's used it. He's already used it.
Yeah, but he's used it on the other side of things, so that's just to even the odds, if anything. So everyone with 200 HP now. A lot invested there. Turned up and Happy Hours making the kill, though. Aspire looking good for this round.
They don't know where he is. They don't know where he is. They still don't know where he is. They still don't know where he is. He's managed to get 1. Can he get the second as well? No, not quite able to. And he is going to go down. A lot invested there, though, for them.
Yeah, a lot invested. But the thing is, if he has an ICR in that situation, it's doable. If he can pop up down this left-hand side and just get a look on maybe his leg or anything and take him down and dip back into pipes, yeah, looking good. But it's the fact he's going to Sorg there and he has to push in.
Slam and Tempest in the favor of Nation Power. Here we go. War Machine straight out. Looking for it. Sees one player there. Starts pumping those grenades. Flak. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Still manages to get the kill. Uses all of it. Can he get the second as well? Oh, no! Grab Slam's going to shut him down. And it turns out Specialists have gone 1 for 1 so far.
4v4 now, so close. I think he just didn't hit the bullet, but hit the beatdown. If he hits 1 bullet out of that Sorg, then he gets that kill. And that's actually the Grav Slam gone. That would have been huge by Fastballer. Either way, they're 5-4 up, 4-4. Johnny taking a couple of bullets from behind there. Zyril is going to take down Robbie, and here comes the push. Johnny got a big job to do, has help from his teammates, but he's going to get pinched in either side, and this is going all the way to round 11. It's a big map. Nation of Power need this one. Which way do they go with it? Which way do you think? Where's the Purifier work? But do you know that the other team have the Purifier? You should.
I don't know if the Purifier works great anywhere, to be honest with you.
On this map, it was only really in semicircle, or when it gets up close and personal. Robbie B's just ran at them with it. And does he know that the Tempest is there? Yes, he does. He pushes round. Johnny goes down. It's just flame and fires all over the place. It's now a 1 versus 3 for Archives. Nothing to help him going up against Turn Up, Happy Hours, and Robbie B.
Robbie's seen him and he's starting to throw those flames. He's burned, he can't heal, he can't do anything, and Robbie comes back in with a burner. Turns out you don't need a hold with the purifier, you can just go in.
We are going to see this one close out. I have to say, with Nation of Power, this is the team that's impressed me the most, I think, so far. I think that, obviously, they were not a favorite coming into this one. And you say, how do they impress you when they just lost another map? They are fighting the best teams very close. They could have won that map. Nation of Power is a team I'm going to be paying attention to. Excited to see more from them. Ultimately, we just saw one team go home. Who is going to be sent home next? Are we going to see the Hot 3-0 coming out from Aspire to send Nation of Power back to whichever nation they came from?
One of power,
some would say.
I hate you two. Anyway, jumping on board with this control right now, Aspire trying to defend Zone B. Doing a pretty good job of it, although that second tick is about to come in. Archive trying to stay alive. I'm not entirely sure how many bullets he's taken in that one engagement.
Just to find a kill. Should be cleaned up by Robbie B on one of his teammates, and is so 12 versus 4 now. You feel as if this round is slipping away from Nation of Power. The tie is slipping away from them.
Yeah, I don't think it's slipping away. I think it's slipped. I think it's done. Yeah, 4 versus 11. Just, even if they just run around in duos, just get some trades, they should be able to knock this one out of the park.
Looks like they're not going to be able to do anything to win this round. Aspire go 1-0 up. They hold their defense well.
Not entirely sure, but for Nation of Power are asking that as well as they try to hold on to this one. Second tick done, third tick halfway. This may come down to a wipe.
That's all they need. Just one decent wipe for Aspire. They don't need to kill them 10 times. That's not what they need to do. One good wipe and they win this round of control.
Fastball's in a horrible position here. He's trying to figure out how to get out of it. His teammate went down, and he is going to go down because of it. They try to hit this. This is basically the worst case scenario now for Aspire.
Yeah, it's not great. They need to start getting kills, and they're struggling to do that right now. Jimbo puts them down to no lives, no respawns remaining. Looking to hunt Robbie once again. It's going to go down. Infamous takes down Happy Hours, though, and finds another and turn up. This should be Nation of Power's round now. 3v7. We've seen stranger things happen.
We have. Problem is its positioning. It's so hard to break into B by running down the main street.
Robbie's going to find one.
Actually had to slide out there and go for it. It's now a 1 versus 5. All on Robbie. And that's not going to work out. It's too hard to break into that side. Like, it's so hard to get onto that control point.
Maybe just sort of
make sure they get it.
Yeah, adding an extra nail to the coffin potentially in this round. They're only 2 kills up, and here comes the 3-man from the back. Yeah, this is important that Robbie tries to steal out. He's done so well inside of boxes. Fantastic play out of Robbie, but kills all around him going towards Nation of Power. They are in the point.
And now this one gets bad. He's literally a wall of flame. It's separating. Can he get anything with it? No. Not able to shut it down. That purifier is now shutting down boxes completely as he pre-fires it. Down he goes, though. It's now a 4 versus 4. All players screaming in to get to it. And if they win this gun for Archives, that's so big. It's going to allow his teammates to come back into this. Look at this. A tiny tick. A tiny bit. Grab Slam goes down to 1 versus 2. Can he do anything with it here? No. He goes out, and they finally managed to get that one.
Good Lord. I think we just seen every specialist on the planet used for Nation of Power to get that round. Trying their best to get a hold of B. That's the thing. Nation of Power. They may be down in kills. They're down a couple more now after Happy Hours finds 2. But as long as they defend this point for another minute and 22, it does not matter how many lives are left on the board. A fantastic shot by Turnup, though. Maddox in his hand seems very, very powerful. And Aspire looking to close this one out, though. They're inside the point and they're capturing a Brett.
They are. And look at the pressure coming in, though. Nation of Power trying to rally here, trying to get back into it. Problem being is now that they have to be so aggressive, they're going to run right into the guns of Aspire, and they have lives to spare. They can trade out for the rest of this game and win it. Happy Hours looking, staying, managing to get the snap as he goes around. Turnup gets 1, there's no more respawns left available. And Nation of Power look like we are going to the 5th round of control.
There we go, the zone is captured. Indeed, we are, Brycey. Round 5 in control. Can Aspire close this out 3-0?
Attack 5 coming in here as well. Trophy system going down. Maybe we'll see a War Machine come out.
That's big from Infamous. Thing is, Aspire
Look at the amount of bodies on it.
They sent so many bodies over to A, and they've been far too slow to get over to B. Look how quick it's capturing Bryce. This should be over. Nation of Power just out-rotate Aspire. And questions have got to be asked there. How have they let that happen? They just overextend it towards A and allow Nation of Power just a free run home.
I think that's something people forget. If you get bodies on that point,
So fast.
it's going up like lightning.
Now these guys have to play another map. Aspire was doing so fantastically well. It looked like they were going to be able to close out this series nice and quick. But Nation of Power, one more time, going to rise up and going to show that they're not a pushover. Not at all. This is the team that may make upsets in our bracket. We're going to let them get ready for the next map. We'll see you when we return. Nation of Power. This is the team that has already started to create some scenarios that we didn't predict on our way over to Texas. After we watched some series in Texas, not until today did Nation of Power put themselves on the map, but they have done it in a big way. We got a chance to talk to their coach, and now we see them take one map off of Aspire, one of the favorite teams to win the entire show. $15,000 on the line in the Game Fuel Open Bracket. Hardpoint now underway.
And Aspire will be wanting to close it out here, Rich. Nation of Power have proven to be a solid team. And the longer that this goes on, they do not want to allow them to be building some momentum here.
This work with the Max able to pick up one, working on the second. He's gonna get taken down. Robbie, the man, able to shut that down. Happy Hour's picking it up right after that. But take a look at the score now. It's gonna be tied up with a contested hill. But be cognizant of the Tom left. His rotation has to be good. And who other than Fastballer would you want in that?
Well, right now, I'd want someone from Nation of Power. You know why? Because they're coming right back into this one. And they have managed to bring this deficit right back down. Tennock's trying to do all that he can, not quite able to do enough, though. And this rotation is about a hit. And now, whether in orange or office, it's all about who can get that back control. And it does seem like Nation of Power will have it to begin with.
Did that pop? I think it did, you know.
I'm not sure. You have to go up.
It did. It went up, half of it's gone from Happy Hour. So that's a big kill coming out of Nation of Power. That was at least 2 coming in for Happy. Now attack fires pop. They're trying to force their way through the front door here. Yes, Nation of Power have the favorable spawns, but Aspire are quite happy just to knock the front door down and try and get in.
Nation of Power, take my Vamos. Take a look at them running into the hill.
Don't use that for non-smash teams. Don't use that for non-smash teams. It's sacred. Chat, take the Vamos away from Valley.
No, chat, give them all the Vamos. Nation of Power trying to fight back, but
It's just difficult to deal with a Purifier in that situation. There's not an awful lot you can do. Stun goes out. I think actually stunned himself. It gets the hit marker as well. Robbie just staying alive. And now you got to wonder if he's going to start thinking about playing for streaks.
the streaks are definitely coming. Robbie's being solid, but with shots coming behind him. Is that going to be in trouble so far, holding on to remaining time in this hill? 3 seconds, but let's move on to the next hill. Take a look at the mini-map. Rotations are on point. Nation of Power, that's the one thing they do have going for them. The rotations are always crisp. They're always in the hill first, but they're never able to hold it. The plan is right. The execution is poor. They're going to have to work on their defense. The AR play is going to definitely have to be better, and you need an SMG player to match up with Fastballer.
You can see now, every time Nation of Power get involved, they're actually bringing this right back to them. And Nation of Power still holding. This could be a massive hold for them in the end. Johnny, though, trying to make a little bit of a difference. Goes in, not quite able to get that kill either. Pawns rejects him. Archives rejects Fastballer. And they are holding. They are still...
This hill only 9 points away from tying things up against Aspire. They're going to have to go big. Aspire, if they win this, Nation of Power, they're out of it here in the quarterfinals. But Happy Hour's going right in with the grab slam. Able to pick up one, make that two. Working on the third, he gets shut down, but a great effort as Nation of Power utilize that huge play to finally take the lead. They're starting to look alive here.
And they get a hold of this middle hard point, and they get the rotations. It does look like Aspire are going to get the scrap time. Nation of Power are going to be set up for orange here, though. In a good little spot, Johnny gets stayed by the TAC 5 there. If anything, it helped these health be just boosted up that little bit quicker. 11 and 20. I mean, I don't know why he's pushed that straight away. Again, does die. We are now going to see Nation of Power setting themselves up, and here come Aspire. They had to punch through the front door last time, and they'll try and do it again. Zyro finds two, though, slowing this push down. And Johnny Not long for this world either. Hunting him down, just waiting for the push to come once again. Here come Aspire, another push coming in. 40 seconds remaining here on P2. Pulling set up here, he's going to take down Fastballer. Looking for more, the rest of the team help out. They're still spawning at the back. Perfect work from Nation of Power.
Just pre-firing every single doorway, including his teammates. They're desperate not to let them in at all. With 22 seconds left to go. They can't win it here, but they will put themselves within lethal distance on the next hill. They've done work with it. Oh, it's going to be work, especially now.
Oh.
Purifier is out. Tempest is out. They're looking to end this now and take it to map 5.
You can hear the shouts coming from the Nation of Power posse behind them. Pushing them on to try and do something here. Archives, that's a bad war machine to start things off, but does kill turn up. Is this going to be it? Nation of Power looking for the reverse sweep. They were 2-0 down. They're trying to go 2-2. Looks like they're going to be able to do it. We're going to map 5.
Oh! Nation of Power, picking things up, taking it to map 5. We all thought at a point in time that Aspire had it in the bag, but the valiant effort from Nation of Power, their persistency, this team does not give up. Up 3-2 against Aspire here on Search and Destroy. How do you guys think that game is going to wind out?
Map 5 as well.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Map 5.
This is it. All the cookies on the line.
This is the reverse sweep if Nation of Power can do it.
Right on board with Johnny. Happy hours and turn up. They're going to go down. 2 players down for each team. Infamous taking out Fastballer. Johnny finds himself in a 1v2, able to get one. The trade happens.
It's crazy to think that Aspire was so close to winning that control.
They obviously got pushed back in the hard point, which we didn't see. Of course, we were with the winners finals between Mind Freak and FC Black. Robbie now having to back it up here. Infamous now will get the bomb down. It's a 2v1 situation for Nation of Power.
What can Robbie do?
He's going to stun. If he can catch them both with it, he's got a solid enough chance, but
He's hoping to pick the right side as well, because he doesn't want to be in a position where they're on the other side of the bomb for him, pushed out.
There it goes.
Oh, he's going to play that, not quite able to snap it.
Rob, he gets the 1v1 he wanted.
Not something you see very often, but running double FMJ on it
yeah,
as well.
it's great for S&D. You know, the double FMJ, it gives the extra wall bang ability, if you like. It just helps that bullet pierce through a little bit stronger. So just a thing that you got to look for. You don't shoot people through bombs, etc. That's why it's good. That's why we see players using it. But Nation of Power here in a 4v3 situation in their favor. 4-2 up as well in the S&D.
They're able to get 2 kills, but here goes the push, the aggression. Archives picking up another. The 1v4, and Turnip is going to go skydiving off the mountain.
I forget their name. But they lost.
Yeah, you're right. He did say they lost to Cells.
It was Cells team. Anyway, here we go. 5-2 up. Need one more round to complete the reverse sweep.
1 round away. Aspire, they have to play perfect right here, right now. And 1v1 Infamous. He's gonna die Robbie, kicking things off right, but the War Machine is gonna come out by Archives. He takes a left, he's gonna see somebody. You see the outline. Oh no, whipping out the song. Johnny gets destroyed. Nation of Power currently up 4v3. The plant goes down.
Johnny needs to make that kill. He needs to make it. It wasn't too difficult. Yes, the rock maybe poking out a little bit, making it a little bit harder. Fastball goes down. It's a 4 versus 2. Aspire. They were 2-0. Nation of Power reverse sweep into the losers bracket semi-finals of the Game of the Open bracket.
So who are they gonna face against? Dasher. Okay, we're gonna find out soon, but that was quite phenomenal. Nation of Power now upsetting 3 teams here in the open bracket.
We need to like figure out, like, stay consistent, basically. Like, stay consistent, keep playing together. Like, don't do dumb stuff, because like for some reason, like some series we were actually playing really well together. Like coach where we can look like we can beat a pro team, and then we go to another series where we look like we can lose to anybody. So I think consistency has to do a big part about it, and yeah, that's about it.